Today's Sunshine Note is titled To Kill or Not to Kill? That is the question. The men said, "This is the day the Lord spoke of when he said to you, I will give your enemy into your hands for you to deal with as you wish." Then David crept up unnoticed and cut off a corner of Saul's robe. 1 Samuel 24:4. The bills were piling up and the money was long gone. I listened to a very worried member of my church as he related the financial situation his family now faced. He asked if I'd come and pray with him about the bills, asking God to step in and make something work out. He said he knew that God would take care of them, as he had promised, but he didn't know how. I was struck first of all by his faith, but also his complete honesty. He knew that he had nowhere to go. The money was gone, and if they didn't pay their bills, things were going to unravel. So I went to his house and prayed with him about their bills, which were even larger than I had expected. He showed me 5 cars in his yard that he'd been trying to sell. He thought that maybe God would bring in some buyers for them, but who could tell? He only hoped God would see fit to help him out of the hole he was spiraling into. As I drove away from the house, I wondered if God was going to say yes. Nobody really knew how his problems would be fixed, but he hoped and prayed they would. 2 days later, I got a phone call. 2 of them sold today, and for more than I had originally asked. I was able to pay off everything. When he was confronted with the opportunity to kill King Saul, David showed a similar faith in God. Saul had been chasing him through the desert trying to kill him, but so far had been unable to find him. One day Saul paused at a cave to use the men's room, and it just happened to be the cave in which David and his men were camping. David's men urged him to kill Saul and be done with it, but David refused. "Am I to kill God's anointed?" he asked. He believed that God would make him king someday, and he refused to jump ahead and take matters into his own hands. He preferred to let God work it out in his own way, and ultimately David had both the throne of Israel and a clear conscience. We too have the same kinds of choices. We can follow God's way, or we can jump ahead and take over ourselves. But if we stick with God's way, it'll come out better than anything we could come up with. Next time you have a chance, choose God's way and trust the outcome to Him. May God bless you today.